Welcome to spelling video. I think we're ready for number 34. Hopefully you're on the right one. All right, so this is what you're going to need for the spelling. Because spelling, if you're doing this correctly, you will be a better reader and a better writer and a better communicator. Because when we spell things correctly, people understand better what we're trying to say. And that's what we want, is people to understand us, right? We're always saying, please understand me. And that's what we need to do. All right, so make sure you have your scissors to cut out your words. Make sure you are cutting out your words. You'll need a pencil, pencil, so that you can write your words down. Make sure you have your zip top bag so that you can put your words in once they're cut out. Your spelling book, make sure you have that. And as you open it up, boom! Make sure you have your spelling words. And it looks like we've got our spelling words. And, we're on 34. Didn't I say that already? All right, let's get out our scissors. And we're going to cut these out. So let's go straight up the sides. And let's get them all cut out. Now, we've got four exemplars today. 4 exemplars. So we're going to have to write a little bit smaller than we usually have when we only have 3 exemplars. But we can do it. I know you can. Because when I do it, I know you can do it also. So make sure you write small enough, not super tiny. You don't need to do that. Just make sure you write small enough so that you can make sure you write it. All right. So let's get these cut out. I'm going to leave these together right now. Just right now. Okay? Because we'll cut them up in a minute. And I do want you to make sure that you cut them up. But right now, we're just going to leave them like that. All right? So let's get these cut up, straight up the sides. Or right through the middles, one of the two. Sides, middle, I don't know. All right. So let's get these cut up. So it looks like we're doing unaccented final syllables. Unaccented means that the accent is not there. So when we talk about the final syllable being unaccented, that means it's a heavier sound on the first syllable. And remember, syllables are when we do the clapping and you can hear the 2 sides. So let's put these around. Let's do our little lay and say. Curtain, penguin, mission. Make sure that you're doing this so you can read each word and hear muffin, fountain, stolen. Can you hear what I'm saying? The very first syllable, stolen, stolen, that has an accent on it. Bacon, ooh, love bacon. Don't you guys love bacon? Bargain, chosen, napkin. Remember, we're going to keep these bolded words up. 11, cotton, heaven, ribbon, cabin, gallon, captain, hidden, and we got broken mountain and dragon right there. So let's get these taken care of. I always like to, I'm going to trim this up just a hair, not just a ton, but just a hair. Doesn't need, ooh, I almost ripped that. Look at that. Oh, I bet you Mr. Anderson would be mad if I did. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm me. I'm not going to be mad at you guys. All right, just make sure you get this in. If you don't want to glue it in, just make sure that you're writing it so that you have it written across the top. We want you to make sure that you know which ones we're talking about and that you have that known. We want you to remember what we're talking about here. So we're going to do a little writing, okay? Excuse me. We're going to do a little bit of writing. I always miss the top line, and I always go down to the second line. Now, you'll notice that I've got it written, I've got it scooted over, because on the very end over here, we're going to write odd ball, because there's going to be a couple oddballs in here. Well, okay? All right. So, EN, underline, dash ON, underline, dash AIN, which is ain, and then dash in, or IN. The dash means that there's a word before it. There's a root word or a part of a word before it. We're going to zip these off now. And I want you to cut these off because I want them so that they're part of your sort. So you can put them up into whatever order you want. I don't want them always in the same order. All right? That way I know that you're doing your sorts. All right, let's throw away our extras. Put that off to the side, and let's get on to the final syllables. E-N, O-N, A-I-A, I-A-I-I, A-I-N, and I-N. So let's start with cousin, 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 in, cousin, not ain, not on, not n, cousin. So, how did I get this spelled? Oh, whoa, I got a new pencil. Cool. C-O-U-S-I-N, cousin, cousin. Sweet. Love it. So we're going to write that in. All right, let's go to the next word. Broken. It's not broken, There's no it's n. Broken. It's broken. So let's put it under broken. It's not broken. N. E-N is N. Then we got dragon. There's our dragon. On, not N, on. And then we got mountain. Mountain. Now this is a tricky one because we got an A-I-N that has the same sound as N here. You've got to be careful when you're spelling these words out. You need to remember, sound it out, see what it sounds like. These are very common words endings. Are very common word endings. And so you can get them mixed up. So if we don't say them correctly, then we might get them mixed up. So broken, we might put an O-N. Don't do it. It's E-N. Dragon, it's not N, it's on. Dragon. Don't put the E-N at the sound. Mountain. We got to get that N. N. Mountain. No, it's mountain. N, on, dragon, mountain. So it's got these different sounds, and we got to be careful with those. They're very common mistakes. If you make the mistake, it happens. It happens. But if you're only making the mistake on the very end, then if you do spell check will usually help you with that. But don't count on it all the time. All right? So don't say, oh, well, I'll just use spell check. It doesn't work that way all the time. Hidden, N-E-N, hidden. So not hidden, hidden. It's hidden. We kind of get a little lazy in our speaking sometimes. Do not ever say that to an adult, though. All right? Prison, O-O-N, prison, spelling prison. I don't know. Cabin, not cabin. It's not cabin. It's cabin. It's a cabin. So if you hear it, then you can, if you say it correctly, you'll hear, most of the time, you'll hear how it fits in. Bargain. But that's an A-I-N again. So be careful of this A-I-N. All right? Be careful with it. Be careful. And I think, well, you know what? I think I'm going to leave the rest of them to you. So I need you to make sure you're careful doing this one because these are very common. And so you need to pay attention to the way they sound. So when you do your lay and say it correctly. The E-N is broke N. O-N is on. A-I-N is mountain. And I-N is in. Cousin. Cabin. Say them correctly and it will help you as you are writing and communicating. So, because a cabin, I don't know what a cabin is, but a cabin is something that we get away to. We go and we enjoy the mountains in our cabin. And then we're hidden. Hopefully it's not broken. And hopefully there's not a dragon. And it doesn't make our cabin a prison on the mountain with our cousin. All right, you guys have a good night or a good day, one of the two. Okay, get this done. Find the oddballs. Okay, see ya.